Credit cards, those small pieces of plastic that hold the power to transform how we spend. But have you ever wondered how credit cards came to be? In this video, we're exploring the fascinating history of credit cards, from their humble beginnings to the digital payment revolution. The concept of buying now and paying later isn't new. In the late 19th century, store credit was the norm. Shopkeepers offered goods to loyal customers on trust, keeping a handwritten ledger of debts. This system worked well in close-knit communities, but it wasn't scalable. In the 1920s and 30s, charge plates, small metal cards engraved with customer information, emerged in the United States. These cards were specific to individual stores, a precursor to the universal credit card we know today. In 1949, Frank McNamara, a New York businessman, dines at a restaurant but forgets his wallet. Fortunately, his wife came to his rescue to settle the tab. This would prove to be a pivotal oversight in the history of the financial services industry. Embarrassed by the incident, he came up with the idea of the Diners Club. This would allow people to charge meals to an account linked to a card and settle the bill at the end of the month. A year later, in 1950, Frank returned with his partner Ralph Schneider to Major's Cab and Grill restaurant. This time, Frank settled the bill using a small cardboard card, the Diners Club card. The Diners Club had as many as 42,000 members by the end of 1951 as it expanded to other major cities in the US. The Diners Club card was unique. It could be used at multiple restaurants. But it wasn't a true credit card. Users had to pay their balance in full each month. The late 1950s and 1960s brought major innovation. In 1958, Bank of America launched the Bank Americard, the first card to allow revolving credit, where users could carry a balance and pay interest. This feature made credit cards more accessible to the average consumer. Bank Americard was initially only available in California. Bank of America chose Fresno, California to launch the card as nearly half the residents already banked with them. Each one of their customers received a Bank Americard in the post. At the time, this practice was perfectly legal, and over the next 12 years or so before it was outlawed, banks dropped over 100 million credit cards of some description in mass mailing drops. Bank Americard eventually paved the way for the Visa network, which would emerge in the 1970s. In 1966, a group of banks formed the Interbank Card Association, which later became Mastercard. Meanwhile, American Express entered the market with its first credit card, appealing to business travelers with prestige and perks. Also in 1966, credit cards crossed the Atlantic from the US to the UK, where Bank of America granted a license for Barclays to offer its Bank Americard under the Barclaycard brand. By the 1970s, Visa and Mastercard dominated the market, making credit cards widely accepted across the US and, eventually, the world. In the 1980s, magnetic stripe technology became standard, enabling faster transactions. In the 1990s, chip cards introduced extra security. By the 2000s, online shopping created a new use for credit cards, further cementing their role in everyday life. With e-commerce booming, credit cards became indispensable for digital transactions, leading to growth in popularity in areas like rewards programs, cashback, and air miles. Today, credit cards are smarter than ever. Contactless payments, virtual cards, and integration with mobile wallets like Apple Pay and Google Pay make transactions seamless. But credit cards are no longer alone in the race. Buy now, pay later services and cryptocurrencies are reshaping how we spend. Credit cards have revolutionized convenience, but they come with a cost. High interest rates and fees mean credit cards can lead to financial trouble if not used wisely. The average American household carries over $6,000 in credit card debt. So, what's next? Biometric authentication, artificial intelligence, and blockchain technology may help shape the future of credit. One thing is certain: the way we pay will continue to evolve. From handwritten ledgers to digital payments, the history of credit cards is a story of innovation and adaptation. What do you think the future holds for payments? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more fascinating insights from Smarter You.